Yo, it's your boy Madman Habs, and in today's video I want to show you how to deadlift properly. I will also show you some errors that you really want to avoid, as well as some tips that will help you deadlift heavier.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts.
Alright, so deadlifts, one of the biggest ego exercises in the gym to impress your gym bros. It's a back workout, mainly, but it works out your glutes and your hamstrings, some of your traps and your lats, surprisingly some of your core, and obviously your lower back. So let's actually put things into practice. What you want to do is start with a bar. Make sure your feet are shoulder width apart and your chest is out, shoulders pulled back, and slowly you're going to watch this movement. Of course, it always helps to be in front of mirrors, and you're going to move essentially the bar from the ground up to where you're standing straight. I want to draw your attention to this. So we draw in a straight line from the bar to your shoulders, and that's how you should start. It'll also be the pathway in which the bar should follow as you stand to deadlift. The second thing is I want you to notice that my butt is in between the two horizontal lines of my shoulders and my knees. Put all those lines together, and that's a hell of a lot of lines, but a hell of a lot of guidance. So you'll see that I'll continue doing this motion as we come to the top, squeeze back, and I'm squeezing my glutes whilst maintaining that straight line with the bar as much as possible. It helps to brush the bar against your shins to maintain that straight path. Again, come to the top, squeeze my glutes and back down with my shoulders pinned back and my chest slightly out. Let's actually see this in action in a proper deadlift moment. So here I'm doing everything that I explained in the earlier video, with my bum in between my horizontal lines of my knees and my shoulders. Notice at the bottom I take a deep breath, hold and embrace my core, and then lift. That's the breathing pattern. Hold, embrace, deadlift, and breathe up. Take a deep breath again, deadlift, and breathe up. A few of the things that really help me are wrist straps to help me with my grip, liquid chalk if my hands get really sweaty, and then also a lever belt to help replace my core, prevent back pain, and really keep me tight in the middle. If you're using wrist straps for the first time, it might be a sticker one still. So you want to put the strap through the loop, you then put your hands through, and you want to make sure the loose end of the strap is between your thumbs and your index finger, like so. Tighten the grip, and let's put that to the bar. So the strap will go under the bar and slowly wrap over. For me, shoulder width, or just slightly outside of shoulder width for the deadlift, is right at the edge of the etching. Make sure I tighten my grip, and that's what it will look like. So there are a number of stances you can take in terms of grabbing the bar. So you want to make sure your hands are just slightly shoulder width apart, and this is the front classical grip that I would highly recommend when starting light. Another thing that you might see in the gym is this alternative grip. So you want to use this or utilize this when you're adding more weight to the bar to help yourself stabilize it. One of the common errors I see is that most people stick to one side, but you also want to sometimes alternate the hand position to kind of equal out the muscle building across the back. Overall, I highly still recommend doing the overhand grip, and then as the weights get heavier, use straps, wrap them in, again shoulder width apart, legs at shoulder width, and do the deadlift. If your palms get sweaty, you can always add chalk. Boom. Quick tip, you're going to be moving a lot of weight in and out, shifting them off like F1 wheel plates. What you want to do is use a really tiny bar, roll on the plate underneath, and then simply roll on the heavy 20 kilo plates or the 10 to 15 or whatever heavy plate there is, and easily clip that in. Common errors, let's go. So one of the common errors with deadlift is a rounded back. You'll hear this quite often. You'll also see people deadlift some heavy ass weights like this, shaking their butt and everything as if it's a twerk. That's because of this error and mistake. Now go through it. Your butt's actually in line with your shoulders when you're starting, when really it should be below your shoulders and in between the knee line rather. Second error that I want to show you is that your hips are in line with your knees. So what ends up happening is you end up almost squatting the bar instead of actually deadlifting it. So to prevent squatting the bar or to prevent the bent back, what you want to do is go back to these basic guidelines where your butt is in between the two red horizontal lines between your shoulders and your knees. Hey, I hope you really enjoyed today's video on how to do a deadlift properly. As per the workout plan, which I will link in the description box below, deadlifts are an exercise that you don't need to do high reps on. You can do high reps, but you need to make sure that the weight is really, really light. But if you're going for something to grow in terms of muscle growth and you want something more challenging, stick to 3 to 5 reps on a heavier weight. And remember to keep your shoulders back, your chest out to prevent the round back, your butt in between the horizontal lines of your shoulders and your knees. And then make sure you have that straight path between your shoulders and the bar. And as you deadlift, you're kind of moving in that vertical direction. Peace.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.